I got the. There's a level 1000. God damn. Okay, so I didn't do nothing. I just got out of the nightclub thing, and I was just minding my own business. As you can see, I'm running to go get my car. I try to call it up, but I'm too far away. And the level 1000 that I mentioned earlier was just like, I didn't really care about it. I was just like, maybe he's just doing his thing. And so I'm running over to my car, and you'll see what happens.
Oh, hey, fo, what the fuck, man?
What? You just told me I wasn't loud enough, so I spoke up. And so now that you see that he just shot a rocket at me, and I was just like, what the fuck? And so I didn't really think nothing of it until right here, and he killed me. And so that's what was like, okay, maybe he just, kills me once. But then I was like, okay, let me return it. Then he destroys my car. Then he comes back over here, as you can see from this video. And I was like, is he going to kill me? And he killed me. And so I was like, okay, why is he killing me? I have no idea. And so I was trying to snipe him off. It didn't work. And I decided to EWO. Because playing like that and playing like how he is one of the cringiest things I've ever played against in my life. And later in the video, you'll see that I say something, and sorry for EWOing, but I mean, look at the way he's playing. It's pretty pathetic, and it's very sad. No, you're a fucking loser. Okay, so as you can see, I did go passive here, but it's because I got on to spin my wheel. And I didn't know I was going to get griefed, and I was just like, okay, let me go spin my wheel because, that's what I got on for. And as soon as I come out of my nightclub, he starts killing me, and I was like, okay, what is happening? And I cut this all out of the video, but he killed me at least 3, 4 more times. He killed me once with a sniper, 2 more times with the oppressor, and he's following me on the oppressor right now as I'm going to the casino to spin my wheel. And eventually I do get in the casino and spin my wheel, and then I come out onto the roof to and disable passive mode, and he is just waiting there. And as you can see, we're right next to each other. He hops off, I hop out of my thing. I was waiting for him to hop off just in case he tried to explode my vehicle. And so I run into this casino and I spin my wheel, and you're gonna see what happens. So as you see, I am now on the roof, and if you look down there at the little bitty map, you can see that he is now in a tank. And this is the reason why I went on top of the casino and came out of passive mode, is because I knew he was going to do some shit like this. And so you can see here, I'm sending him a message. You can't see what I'm saying, but I just said pathetic LOL. And then he eventually DMs me back saying, I'm up, you're you're a loser pretty much. And you can see that here in a second, but the reason I went up here is because I knew he was going to try and spawn kick me out of the casino, and I was like, that's not going to happen. So I decided to go up onto the casino. There it is. I'm a pathetic loser, all caps. So we have a score warrior who's level almost, no, he is level 1086. And so it's pretty sad that you're this high of a level killing someone who you think is a quote unquote griefer, which you'll see later, but I didn't do anything. And so I responded right here saying, I believe, imagine being a score warrior, lol. And I sent that. It was something along those lines, and I stayed up here for a while. I'm not gonna lie, because I was not getting on the ground when he had a tank. And so you'll see what happens next. Right here, you can see that he says wannabe griefer, and I did fuck up. I said wannabe tryhard, and he goes wannabe griefer. And as you can see from the entire video, as soon as I loaded in, I ran to get my car and go to, the casino. And he decided to kill me, and he's pretty much just blaming this stuff. Like, he was acting like I grief people, even though I don't. I'm the complete opposite. I grief people who try and grief people who do cargo, stuff like that. And so him doing this is pretty fucking cringe. and this is probably like one of the weirdest people I've ever faced in GTA. And then right there he goes, "LOL, you suck." And I forget, I don't think I respond immediately. I think I wait for a minute and see what he does, and then I eventually respond saying something, but I can't remember what I said. I EWO right here because he's back on his MK2 acting like he's good, which he is not, by the way. We did ground fight, I was gaining on him, and he decided to pull out the MK2 again, and so that's pretty much that.
Checking? Yeah, you could tell this is a loser.
So right here, I hit him once, not twice, but three
Three
fucking times
shots
and
and
he
not
finally
dead yet.
dies. And where I'm shooting him should be one shot kill. So I don't know if he had BST, I don't know if he had armor on, I'm not really sure. But every time I went and fought him, it was always a three shot. Sometimes it was one shot and I shot him like above the neck, but I'm not sure about that. So right here I EWO'd, but I respawn and I turn around and I shoot him once, twice, and he's not dead. And where I would have shot him, he should have been dead, and he was a sliver of health. And obviously, I EWO because this guy's playing like a pussy. But then I turn around and look, health is at half. So he's probably eating snacks, but he's not doing it as we're fighting. And you can see that he is back on his oppressor, and he goes, "You are so sad, slave," I think he was trying to say. And so I decide to switch servers because he's not going to leave me alone. But yeah, this is probably the most cringe-worthy player. I had to cut out almost 35 minutes of footage because it is just me hiding from this guy to see what he does. And this is probably the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. It is very sad, very cringe. Do not play like this because it is very pathetic. Sorry for the weird video, but I thought I would post this because this guy was just super fucking cringe. I know there's a lot of footage cut out of this. I just didn't want to make it so fucking long where it just bores you guys, so decided to make it like this and tried to talk my best to, give you info on what this guy was doing and what I was doing. And I think the final score, he had like 10 or 11 and I had 6. And most of mine were snipes. Well, actually, all of mine were snipes, and most of his were from the MK2, as you could see from the video. So, this is why I stopped playing GTA Online for this type of reason right here.